drones, and then now nukes, right, is all in the news. A month ago on YouTube, right after the election, the day after the election, and we knew it was all set, and here we go. I had a problem. I couldn't relax because I was thinking, and I laid out the argument, like, if my government is willing to, I don't know, do all these things, would historically in the past lie about things, get us into wars. I personally believe a little bit of 9/11 was, it's not everybody in the government. It was certain people in the government, that looked the other way. Darth Cheney giving the stand down order. The point is that CIA does lots of dirty tricks around the world. And I think that's who's been running the shit mostly. We have some sort of weird CIA coup government going on here. And if my government is willing to, take out a plane to get the target, if my government is willing to take out a building, would a couple of buildings, 3 buildings, building 7, would that same government be willing to take out a block? Would that same government be willing to take out a city? You follow me? Like, what's happening now in America is nothing short of a revolution, because old power, left and right, Coke, Pepsi power, the old established, a lot of it is corrupt, and that power is losing control, right? It knows, it sees the, like, we didn't even know who the, at the time of the election, we didn't know who was going to be in the cabinet. But now when you see what's going on in the cabinet, wow, right? Old power has got a challenge. Old power is shitting itself pretty hard right now. And my worry is, what would old power do to maintain control? And I said it. Would they take out a thing? And would they use a nuke and then we blame it on Iran? That was what I was thinking at the time. They would use a nuke. Our government, rogue elements within the government, whatever you want. Not everybody in the government. Remember, this is not a weird. There are certain people that have power, that have a lot vested, that they're going to lose, and they may come under criminal investigation and lose it all, right? And then those people, what links would they go to keep the shit going, to stir shit up? And now we're hearing about drones, right? And everybody was worried, but the government's like, nah, there's no problem with the drones. They're not a threat at all. Don't worry about the drones. Don't worry about the drones. It's not a foreign, but we don't know who it is. But don't worry. We don't know anything, but don't worry. And now we're getting news of, they're looking for nukes. They're looking for, they're sniffing for nukes. And the guy on TikTok, the whistleblower, he's out there saying that that's exactly what they're doing. The reason they're going so low is because they need to, in order to sniff out the stuff. A month ago on YouTube, I gave the video and it was live. I just talked. And I talked about this. It wasn't from Ukraine, though. I was thinking China, right? And like, China's owned our ports. They've owned the I can't believe, the Panama Canal. We gave them the Panama Canal. And my thinking a month ago, the day after the election, was that if the government is willing to, historically in the past, do bad things to keep power, to shape our attitudes, would it blow up a building? Would it blow up a city block? Would it blow up a city? Do you follow me? And then use that as the pretense to go to war. And so now, holy shit, I'm seeing on the news, about the drones for the last month. But then now the update is that the whistleblower on TikTok is talking about nukes, sniffing for nukes. And it came from Ukraine. Like, this is in the dialogue now. A nuke from Ukraine. Why Ukraine? Like, they had a nuclear program and we were in charge of something. And like, it's moving this way. Dude, this is my nightmare from a month ago, the day after the election. And if anything happens, I'm not going to buy. I do not buy the premise of, oh, it's a foreign power, it's these people, and they did this. There are people in my government that are complicit. I don't trust the current government. I'm a bad Freemason, and I don't trust this current government. This is some perversion of government. This is not a normal, government going on. Actually, you know what? Maybe this is the normal government going on, right? This is just our regular old government, and this is more of the same, right? And they don't want to let go of power. So I don't know what to say. I don't have any solve. I don't have any new information here for you. All I have to say is a month ago I talked about this, and I couldn't be happy the day after the election, because this is exactly what I was thinking about. This is exactly what I was worrying about. That, and again, not from a foreign power, but from an enemy within my own government. A small conspiracy that would look the other way, that would let this happen, that would do it. Because what would happen? Ask yourself, what would happen if a nuke came in and we got JD Vance, we got this guy, Trump's out and Vance is out, and all these other people, and it goes down the line. This is insane. There's going to be civil war in our country over who's the legitimate authority, who's the legitimate power. And I can just see Mockingbird media ratcheting up again and just saying all these lies and doing this stuff to get us to go along with whatever horrific plans of world war they've got going. I there has to be some sanity within our government. And at this point, I'm going to call for it. Because if now we're talking about nuclear nukes being escaping from Ukraine and coming to the US, like, what is it, to blow up the inauguration? Is it to blow? Are we going to do that? Is old power going to blow up the inauguration to take out Trump and Vance and a whole bunch of other people? You know what I mean? Inflict a psychic trauma on us, and then, dude, I can't. I've thought about this for a month, literally for a month. This is all I've been thinking about, and now I'm starting to see news articles about drones and nukes from Ukraine. So what's the next step, Biscuit? What do we do? We can't do anything. We just can't do anything, because wheels are in motion, and whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Nothing I can do to stop it. Even I tell you, right, and you hear about it and you tell somebody else, nothing. It's already being discussed, but what are we going to do afterwards? If they make this happen, what do we do afterwards? What do you believe after? Are you going to accept it? All right, then. That's all. I got a rant. Cheers.